Hey, come back! Let me try that! Stop! Stop! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground now!
Move everybody! Get everybody out!
Hey! Stop! Bro, stop! Stop! Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. I can't!
These are the craziest high-speed cop pursuits that ended in gunfire. Starting with this chase, two bank robbers wearing hoodies and a black veil to hide their faces hijacked a car at gunpoint and led officers on a wild pursuit that ended in gunfire. On April 21st, 2025, at approximately 10 a.m., officers from the Concord Police Department responded to an armed robbery at Diablo Valley Federal Credit Union on Detroit Avenue in Concord.
No.
Two male suspects, later identified as 29-year-old Cruz Vargas and 21-year-old Elijah Phillips, fled the scene in a stolen vehicle. The first responding officer, a motorcycle unit, made initial contact as the suspects were hijacking a car.
Hey, come back! Let me try that! Stop! Stop!
This led to a high-speed pursuit southbound on Interstate 680. Reaching speeds over 70 miles per hour, the suspects blew through red lights, swerved into oncoming lanes, and switched lanes erratically.
Wrong side of the road. Wrong side of the road. Okay.
They briefly disappeared from view before being spotted again near a turn. As a Concord Sergeant's squad car closely followed, the suspects lost control and collided head-on with oncoming traffic. After the crash, both suspects jumped out and fled on foot. Officers pursued Vargas, who was armed with a handgun modified with a drum magazine capable of firing like a fully automatic weapon. As officers closed in, a sergeant issued repeated commands for Vargas to surrender. When Vargas refused, he attempted to hijack another parked vehicle. Realizing he'd dropped his gun, he ran back, grabbed it, and made a dash towards another car just as a single gunshot rang out. Still limping, Vargas attempts run, prompting a brief foot pursuit. Officers ordered him to get on the ground.
Get on the ground now! Get on the ground now! Fuckers!
He eventually surrendered and was taken into custody. Vargas, a convicted carjacker out on parole, survived and now faces multiple charges, including armed robbery and weapons violations. Phillips, who had outstanding warrants for domestic violence, was arrested nearby, holding the stolen cash. In this next clip, a suspect can be seen crashing a stolen car, then suddenly opening fire on officers. On May 31st, 2025, at approximately 11:16 p.m., officers from the Austin Police Department attempted to stop a reported stolen vehicle. The driver, later identified as 18-year-old Devin Guevara, refused to pull over and sped off at high speed, blowing through red lights and weaving dangerously through traffic. As officers gave chase, Guevara struck a cement pillar while skidding around a curve on Research Boulevard. Despite the impact and nearly losing control, he continued fleeing at speeds reaching 65 miles per hour. Moments later, Guevara lost control again and slammed into another vehicle at the intersection of Research Boulevard and North Lamar. The collision caused the car to spin around, facing the oncoming police vehicles. As officers stepped out of their cruisers, gunfire suddenly erupted. Bullets pierced through windshields, forcing officers to scramble for cover. 4 officers returned fire. After the gunfire stopped, officers saw Guevara moving inside the car and ordered him to surrender. He complied while crawling out through the driver's side window before being detained and given medical treatment. Guevara was transported to a local hospital and later booked into the Travis County Jail. He faces multiple charges, including aggravated assault on a police officer, vehicle theft, and evading arrest. No officers or civilians were seriously injured. This next clip shows a suspect firing an assault rifle while towing a boat during a wild highway chase. On August 22, 2022, at approximately 1:18 p.m., Oklahoma City police initiated a pursuit of a suspect later identified as 35-year-old Benjamin Plank, who had fled the scene of a deputy-involved shooting. Officers attempted a tactical maneuver to disable the vehicle, but the attempt failed and the chase continued. With a boat trailer hitched to the back of his vehicle, Plank weaved recklessly through traffic, endangering other drivers and ignoring traffic signals. Multiple police cruisers can be seen throughout the pursuit-blocking intersections, maneuvering through opposing lanes and attempting to intercept the suspect as he sped forward. While traveling northbound on Interstate 35, Plank opened fire on pursuing officers using a rifle. Officers returned fire, but no injuries were reported. At one point, officers set up along the southbound side of the road and fired at the suspect as he passed. In another dramatic moment, an officer can be seen shooting at the suspect through the windshield of his cruiser during the chase. The pursuit continued eastbound on Interstate 40 until Plank exited at Air Depot Boulevard. With officers closing in, he pulled into the entrance of Tinker Air Force Base, where he was tackled and tasered by officers before being handcuffed and taken into custody.
Move everybody! Get everybody out!
Hey. Stop! Bro, stop!
Put your hands behind your back.
Hands behind your back. I can't.
Get on your stomach. Bro, get on your stomach. Get on your stomach.
Plank was taken to a nearby hospital for evaluation before being booked into the Oklahoma County Detention Center. He now faces numerous charges related to the shooting, including attempted murder of law enforcement officers and evading arrest. This next clip captures a high-speed chase through a residential neighborhood that ends in a sudden shootout between a fleeing robbery suspect and police. On May 28, 2021, St. Louis Metropolitan Police attempted to stop a wanted suspect for an armed robbery investigation near Pennsylvania Avenue and Cherokee Street. The driver, later identified as 32-year-old Darn Ricks, refused to pull over and sped away. After swerving through traffic and sharp turns, Ricks lost control and crashed on the 3700 block of Nebraska Avenue. As the car stopped, he immediately exited and opened fire on pursuing officers.
Oh, shit.
One officer returned fire while taking cover, then chased Ricks on foot, firing additional rounds during the pursuit. After a short foot chase, officers apprehended Ricks in a nearby alley. A firearm was recovered at the scene.
I got it! Get on the ground right now! 2-1, I got him in custody. Show me your hands! Right now!
Advisor 1, start EMS. Get cars up there and get what 100 block he's on.
Ricks pled guilty to assaulting officers during the chase, cutting his trial short. He was sentenced to 21 years for the shootout and an additional 10 years for a prior armed robbery. The next clip captures a traffic stop that quickly escalated into a violent shooting, leaving 2 officers injured and a suspect on the run. On May 28, 2025, at approximately 6:45 p.m., Mifflin Township Police initiated a traffic stop near Mecca Drive and Purdue Avenue. As officers approached the vehicle, the passenger, later identified as 21-year-old Davante Dixon, suddenly bolted from the car, sprinting into a nearby residential area. Officers immediately gave chase, following Dixon through yards and across streets. The body cam footage shows the suspect appearing to stumble mid-pursuit before spinning around with a drawn weapon. In one fluid motion, he raised his arm and fired multiple rounds at the approaching officers. Davante Dixon is wanted on charges of attempted murder and felonious assault after shooting 2 officers during a traffic stop. The driver of the vehicle cooperated with investigators and is not currently facing charges. This final clip begins with what seems like a routine traffic stop, but quickly escalates into a shootout after the suspect opens fire on the approaching officer. On October 30th, 2024, at approximately 4:30 p.m., an officer with the City of Breckenridge Hills Police Department conducted a traffic stop near the intersection of Calvert Avenue and North Avenue. The stop involved a 2014 Lexus with a license plate violation and dark-tinted windows. During the stop, the officer suspected the driver might be intoxicated and requested that he step out for a field sobriety test. The driver, later identified as 30-year-old Javon Henderson, refused.
Crush Robert 92 traffic, Calvert.
What's going on, boss? I'm Sergeant Mullins with Breckenridge. She'll see the only reason I'm stopping you is you have an improperly displayed front plate. You got some dark tint on the car.
And you're still trying to pull up that insurance?
I'm just asking. You're fine. Okay. Any firearms in the car, anything like that? Okay. All right. Give me just 1 second. I'll be right back with you.
As the officer allowed him to retrieve his insurance card, he discreetly placed a tire deflation device near the rear wheel. Moments later, Henderson fled the stop, prompting a pursuit with the spiked wheel. As the pursuing officer caught up and tried to approach the vehicle again, Henderson opened fire. The shootout escalated fast as officers fired multiple rounds, alternating between handguns and rifles. Javon Henderson now faces charges including first-degree assault on a special victim, armed criminal action, and resisting arrest. Police recovered a 9mm semi-automatic pistol and an AR-15 style pistol from his vehicle, along with 2 spent casings. If you enjoy videos like this, please like, subscribe, and share.